Hello everyone, I am Krooked and I do stuff, and this is Unscripted series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. Today, we are playing one of the GOATs, one of the best fighting games in Dragon Ball games of all time. We are playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai for the PlayStation 2. Let's go. Anyone who doesn't know, this is like the game. This put Dragon Ball games like on the map, honestly. Just everything about it. It had so much, and it turned into this huge series. There's Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Budokai 2, Budokai 3, Budokai Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi 2, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. There's like 30 other games that are all part of the same series with different names, and there's a brand new game coming out, hopefully this year, I don't know if it's this year or next year, called Dragon Ball Z Sparking, which is a continuation of this series. Right from the get-go, let's talk sound. This song, every morning when Dragon Ball Z would come on in the US release, I lost my mind. It was like the greatest thing to ever happen. It was just like, oh my god, what is this? This is amazing. And it was the intro of Dragon Ball Z in the US. Japan didn't have this. They had Chala Hechala, and then we had this. This was so good. And, oh, so cool. Just, like, 6 in the morning, little Krooked sitting there, turns on, like, UPN, which became the CW, and then you get this epic song, and like basically this intro. Sound is spectacular. This game has voice acting in it, but I mean that's standard for PlayStation 2 games during the era, but still, it has voice acting. It has the alien attack. It's literally an episode of Dragon Ball Z, but in a game. The sound could not be any better. They took all the sounds directly from the show itself.
What an unexpected surprise.
I did not remember Raditz sounding that way, but you know, if that happens, that happens.
You know why? Give me back my son right now.
Oh, it sounds just like the show. This is one of those games where it's just you're gonna have a good time playing it. I know you're gonna have a good time playing it. Ow! That wasn't very nice. Okay. I have to like remember things. I don't remember how to do anything, but I remember this game like being epic. And this isn't even like one of the best ones. This is just a good one. Yeah, I have to look at skills. Okay, so punch, 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 punch. E. That's weird. Oh yeah, I had a combo system for like how to do all of the attacks that you're like aware of in the show. Yeah. Okay, so controls wise, it's super responsive, like super responsive. It plays like any other normal fighting game would play, especially because it has all the combos that you have to be able to do in the battles. You have to like hit punch 4 times. You have to hit punch, then side punch, then punch, and then E to energy to do another kind of thing. It has stuff like this where you have to like stay in the special beam cannon. This is so ridiculous. No, stay in the special beam cannon!
Don't push your luck.
Oh, I just died. But it has stupid little mini games like this. It kind of makes it more fun because it's not something that you really expect. You're like, oh, this is a fighting game, right? And then it's like, oh, wait, why am I trying to wrestle Raditz into a special beam cannon? Oh, I was so close there. So this is actually something that I think could be a lot better, honestly, is, yeah, it's it's simple controls and they are responsive. It's really easy to overshoot this, and I mean, if you're not inside that little teeny tiny hitbox, you're not making it, and then you just die. But it lets you restart right from there. So I mean, that's not bad at all. Let's talk graphics. This game is old. I'm talking old. This is like 20 years old now. And honestly speaking, it looks really good. Like, it looks really good. There's some clipping on Piccolo, you know, and he's missing his arm in a really weird way. But overall, I mean, the game looks good. The graphics are there. It shows, you know, the actual blood effects, like, to some degree. It looks good. The menus are pretty nice and simple and laid out. They're clear. You can tell everything that's going on. Every character looks like every character is supposed to look. It has the title cards that are actually from the show itself. Honestly, this is a game that came out the gate super strong. When Dragon Ball fans came from like Ultimate Battle 22 and from the King Kai Fist, that's weird. And they came from like all these other games in the series, and then they get this. It's kind of remarkable because it's not something that Dragon Ball fans were expecting. They were like, okay, well, you know, fighting game, whatever. But no, this kind of changed the entirety of this saga and this style of game. It's something that would definitely evolve later on too and be even better in every way you can think of. But it's very clear that the developers really cared about this, and this eventually would become like, even Xenoverse is basically built off of the Budokai system. So when you think about Dragon Ball games, Budokai really put them back on the map and made them as big as they are today. And it's hard to really look past the inspiration that they got because they're such a big deal. And it's not a game that's full of like DLC and everything. You play through the game to unlock more characters. You unlock more characters, and then you play through the game more because you just want to see how other characters play as. And it's just, it's so good. And I really, really like it. I still want to know what King Kai Fist is. But I have to have 2 energy gauges for that. Continuous Kamehameha, although that's just an energy blast. This is guard, right? Yeah. So there's other things in this that a lot of people... I just went KO Ken. But it didn't like actually make me KO Ken. Oh, he countered my Kamehameha. There are counters. There's power struggles with energy. Like, this game really kicked it all off. And it tells the story of Dragon Ball Z as well. So if you didn't want to, like, watch the show, well, you can always just play this. And, yeah, honestly, for a score, like I said, there's some rough parts. With the actual controls and getting the minigame kind of things there. It can also be pretty grindy, and there's a lot of load times with, you know, like, show Gohan's true power and all that. Like, I get that it's supposed to tell the story, but those are all loading, basically, you know? It's times that I can't play the game when I want to just play the game. So, with all that being said, and with the combo system being kind of weird, and you basically have to remember everything or look up every attack. He also said "caw" at the end there. I do think the game is spectacular. I think that has a lot of room to grow into what it would become. I'm going to give it, though, still an 8.5 out of 10. Like, the game is spectacular. It's just, it has some room to grow. So, comment down below. Let me know what your first experience with the Dragon Ball Z Budokai game is. Like this video if you enjoyed what you saw. Hit that subscribe button so that way you never miss out on an episode of Unscripted. And hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever a new episode of Unscripted comes out. And with all that being said, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted. And I will see you on the next episode. Bye!